My name is Lennon. My artist name is Kid Bloom. Um, I love to rock. I love to make music. Um, and I love to eat really good food.
Every day I get lonely, and that's alright. Let out a sigh, muster a smile. I know it's obvious.
My parents just were huge Beatles fans, so they named me Lennon. Which I said this to someone the other day. When I was younger, I kind of thought it was lame. Like in high school, it started to get a little cool. But in like grade school and all that, I was like, oh man, Lennon. That's like Randall. You know what I mean? Like that's such a old man name. But then when I started getting older, I started really appreciating, like, because my parents were fans, they named me that. So it kind of it's like a different thing for me now, understanding that they did. You get what I'm saying.
Don't take me for a fool, I know it all. Lying in your room, I'm prone to fall.
Look, I'd be lying to you if I wasn't like, yeah, I'm trying to sound a certain way, of course, that's like the intent behind it, of course. But I think at the end product is like, there's a little bit of not that intent, if you know what I mean. I'm kind of putting it out there so they can bounce off each other in a weird way. And sometimes they rub and sometimes they don't. Disco was for me, like, people would say like disco sucks and stuff like that, and I was just like, I don't get why it sucks. And then I got older and then I kind of started realizing it a little bit. But no, I don't mean that. I love disco. I think disco is so special because it's almost like every kind of music kind of comes together and lives in this one space, and it's called disco. Not a lot of people think about it that way, like you had, if looking back history wise, right, you had people from all walks of life making disco music and in disco bands.
Yeah.
And the music is just so an example of all that energy kind of just, and a lot of my favorite artists are rooted in that, in disco, I guess. I would love to just, dude, this is gonna sound so cheesy, but like just a little, if you get a little smile from it, if you get a little vibe, or just a moment where you stop and you're like, this is cool. That's all that counts to me, Like nowadays, man, I'll be FaceTiming my friends exactly how we're FaceTiming right now, or Zooming or whatever have you. And I'll just play records and we'll just like kind of, and if I get a reaction over FaceTime, to me, that's like gold, you know what I mean? And then like that literally, that's all that matters to me. Then I hold on to that moment until I put it out, But I think the music industry, more than anything, just like people's taste and the process of writing music, is elusive and mysterious in a sense, because I read a Rick Rubin post, like a quote today that said something along the lines of, we're dealing in a magic realm where no one really knows how it works, or how to go about it. And I think more and more, to me, it just comes back to like, you just got to write what makes you happy. You just got to write what you think is cool. And that's something I think I've struggled a lot to like figure out, honestly.
Give it up, I know now, feeling like I'm too big for this time. Has it been that long already? Can't tell if you...
I'm working on so much stuff right now, and I'm not really giving myself a frame, right? Like what it has to be, which has been helping me a lot because I'm making all sorts of stuff and I'm sitting on a bunch of tunes. But I'm on the new stuff that I'm planning on releasing. I'm just super excited because for the first time, something that's in the forefront that it never has been is my vocals. I've like really dove in on my vocals and like just trying to create a character, I guess, or multiple with my voice. So I'm looking forward to having that be the showcasing aspect of the new music. And also the songs are really fun. And the next song that I want to release, I hope it does is inspire a smile right now. Like it's satirical and it's bouncy and it's super fun. And the satirical aspect to it kind of gives it this like sarcastic, it's cool. I can't wait it's so stupid to talk about it. What I'm so excited about, man, is like for the first time, I feel like I'm really, more and more like leaning into myself as far as like speaking my truth on these records, you know? Like, that's what's cool. A lot in the past, I feel like lyrics have come secondary. And I just want to be honest about that. Lyrics, not secondary, but lyrics have been in the backseat. And I think that came from me not wanting to, you know that feeling when you're like, fuck, I need to clean my kitchen, I need to do my dishes, and you're like, oh man, the feeling of just getting started, right? Like, it's like, I can do it half-assed, I can put it in a dishwasher, but if I really want to do it well, it's like, okay, you need to forget that feeling of not wanting to do it, and you need to just like admit to yourself, I'm going to go into the kitchen and I'm going to make my dishes perfect, and I'm going to make it spotless. That's the approach and the feeling I've had with vocals is, oh man, but I could just glaze over it and the feeling will be there. But if I really want to look into myself, it's like, it's tedious is what it is. And you start driving yourself crazy for more and more things, like how you say it, what you're saying. And I've just gone crazy with that lately. So I'm really excited to see how I feel when it's out. If I feel like, oh man, what is this? But definitely just sitting there and like focusing on what I want to say and the truth of me right now. Like, what am I talking about right now? Like, you know, and if I can feel myself in that moment when I listen to it, which is something I've never done in the older records, which is what I was saying. I'm really putting the vocals in the front seat on these records. Instagram, Kid Bloom. Twitter, Kid Bloom. Facebook's been sketching me out a little bit, not gonna lie. So mainly on Instagram. And yeah, I'm on Spotify and all, iTunes and all that good stuff. Okay. Hi, my name is Kid Bloom, and you just been buzzed.